Hey y'all, it's Monday. I'm actually off today, which is quite rare, but I mean, it's actually perfect because I am gonna do some meal preps that will last us for the rest of the week. And I thought it would be fun to take you guys along. I am just gonna make some salmon with shrimp and then some vegetables that'll go with it, and then I'll do tacos with some other vegetables as well. Nothing too serious, just some simple stuff that should last us for the rest of the week. So let's go. All right, so for my protein, as I mentioned, I'm gonna do some salmon, and then I do have my shrimp. I will get that later, but personally for me, I like the skin on the salmon, so I keep it. I just descale them a little bit, and I'm just gonna make them into salmon bites. So that is the plan. Just gonna make some small salmon bites and then some shrimp on the side. We're gonna season them with any seasoning that you like. I'll kind of show you the kind of seasonings that I like. All right, so as I talked about already, I have my salmon already cut, actually washed already, scaled, cut into the little size that I want. And then I have my shrimp here. I just had it soaking in some water to defrost because I had gotten it from the store, like the frozen packs. And yes, I do like the tails of my shrimp. Sorry, I like that extra crunch. So it will be there. I already have some garlic cut and some habanero peppers, so I do like my salmon a bit spicy. And then I'm just gonna cut some onions, and then we're just gonna put everything together and kind of just let that marinate. So what I'm gonna do is put my seasoning in a bowl. So I already have all the seasonings that I like, and I put them all together. I put everything except for the salt because I'm gonna season it separately with salt first, and then the chicken bouillon, like Knorr. If you ever hear me call it Maggie, that's because that's how I grew up calling it. My family used to always get the brand called Maggie, but I mean, this is pretty much what it is. But so okay, so it's time to go ahead and kind of get our little, I guess, sauce or paste together, or whatever you would call it. So I already heated some of the butter. I used this like plant-based country butter with olive oil. So whatever butter you want to use, you definitely can use it. So I just heated it in the microwave. I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my onions in there, some of the garlic, and the habanero peppers inside. And then I'm going to put some garlic paste that I got from the store. So I just put a little bit of garlic paste in there, and then I also put some ginger paste as well, and then kind of put all my seasonings together, mix it around, and then I will then let my salmon soak. So after doing all that, like I said, I'm gonna add a little Asian taste to it. I don't know if that is anything. I'm gonna put some soy sauce and some, well, no, this is Goiza sauce, some garlic Hoisin sauce. I don't even know if I'm saying this right, my goodness. Some teriyaki sauce as well. So I don't want to put too much salt in it because I already knew I was gonna put some of these flavors in, and I'm gonna mix them, and then I'll add my my salmon and shrimp. I just don't want it to be too salty, but I just want it to have a little bit of a different taste than what we normally have in the house, but still keep some of the taste that we're familiar with. So it does create a little bit of a paste. Put everything together and let it marinate. And I've already lightly seasoned my shrimp with salt. So I have actually already cut up my zucchini and squash. I did like the half moon shapes. You can do whatever shape you want. And then now I'm just cutting some of my mushrooms, and then I'm gonna add them up together like I said, with some onions, some seasoning, if you want to do. And I realized that he wasn't eating it like as quickly as I thought he would. And he was like, well, I don't know which one to eat and which one not to eat. So I was like, okay. So I just learned to kind of start putting them in like packages, which makes it easier for him to just quickly grab, take to work, or like if I'm not home because I'm at work and he just comes home, if he wants to just grab something, just pop it in the microwave, then he can definitely do that. So I'm gonna wash this, and then I will cut the rest of my vegetables, and then I'll put them back, and then we'll get to the seasoning. Okay, so I am about to put the veggies in the air fryer. Oops, I'm just gonna put some like cooking spray. I use the avocado oil one, and then I already did all my mix with all the vegetables. What I did off camera was just add, like I said, my onions. I did a little bit of habanero, just a little bit for a little extra kick, and some jalapenos, a little bit. And I just mixed and seasoned however I wanted. And once you season, I'm gonna pop them in the air fryer. Okay, so I have all of the broccoli. Oh no, I lost one. I have all the broccoli mixed with the cauliflower and the bell pepper. I did add garlic. I didn't make them small dices. I added them as bigger chunk slices, so they're about something like this. Well, this one is, I also added ginger, so this one's like ginger pieces in there, and there's some garlic slices in there as well. This is the garlic, so about this size for the garlic, and then that size for the ginger. I did also add some onions and a little bit of pepper, and yep, just kind of mixing all this. I'm gonna actually put this on the pan sheet and put this in the oven to roast a little bit, just to add a different flavor. And yeah, that is it. Once this is done, I'm gonna check on my other veggies. It's been about like 10 minutes, I would say, on them. 10 to 15 minutes, I would say, on them. And then let's get this. I'm trying to get all that seasoning on everything. But yeah, and then I'll just I have my spray bottle. I honestly just don't know where. Alright, so I'm about to start the tacos, and I'm just gonna I have my pan already on heat, like medium to low heat. So I'm gonna just pour a little bit of the oil in there, and then I'm gonna get just gonna spread that a little bit and let that hit for a second. This pan has been hot for a while, so I think it's safe to put my onions. I will then put the onions in. Alright, just gonna add some onions in there. Okay. And then add some of the jalapenos and pepper. So we're just going to let this saute for a little bit. So I'm letting this saute for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my beef. So for the beef, you can use whatever protein you want. I'm using beef today. I've sometimes used beef with mushrooms. If you want to mix beef and turkey, or sort of cook by itself. So I already added my beef in, and I didn't put a lot because I'm not trying to make a lot of this taco, just a little bit. And I didn't put a lot of oil because the idea is for the beef to kind of bring out its own oils and waters and like cook on itself. Once it kind of separates a little more, or I can get a little bit more separated, I will add some seasonings. Most likely I'll add some salt and a little bit of the chicken bouillon, and then I will add some taco seasoning, and I will put in some enchilada sauce. You can always adjust the seasonings to your liking, however you prefer. And I will put them together, kind of let them marinate and sit on the stove for a while on low heat. For the enchilada sauce, if you want to, I think there should be like low sodium ones. I couldn't find it. I feel like I've seen them before, but I couldn't find it at the store, so I bought the regular ones, which is fine. But that is the plan, and I will show you the end results once everything is mixed. Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick check. I have already done all my veggies. I'm gonna just show you that I've already put the salmon and the shrimp in the air fryer, and they've been going for some time now. Honestly, I don't remember what the number is, but for this air fryer, like, I have it on fish settings, so I don't remember if it's like 10 minutes. Well, it can't be 10 minutes because we have 14 minutes left, so it might have been 20 minutes. And so that's still going. And then I have all those vegetables that I made from before, the zucchini and squash and mushroom mix. So this is already done. This is the rest of my salmon and shrimp that I will put in the air fryer. And then this is the one that I put in the oven. I literally kind of forgot about it. So it's a lot toastier than I wanted it, but it does taste pretty good. I already did a taste test on the cauliflower, so yeah. And another update is I already have all my beef done. I have it just marinated, like simmering on heat for just a little bit, so everything is mixed in here. The all the seasonings, including the enchilada sauce, I just let it fry. Well, I don't know, say fry, kind of boil and just marinate and just kind of sit on the fire. So it's currently still sitting on the fire, and I'll turn it off maybe in like 5 minutes. And then on this side, I'm gonna start with my, I don't know why that's like that, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my tortillas. So I'm just gonna put some cooking spray on the pan, and then I have my tortillas. I have these like mini small ones. I use these like zero, I guess, net carb, high fiber tortillas, and I'm just making like small little tacos, like mini tacos, I guess you can say. So I'm just gonna put this on here just to do a quick sear on each side, and then I'll put them all on a sheet after I'm done, and then put my my taco meat, and then put them in the oven to toast a little bit longer. So I have this set on about medium heat. If you want to do low heat, you can. If you want to do high, you can, but it does go by pretty fast, so just so you know. Alright, I just wanted to do a quick update on the tacos. So I pretty much just put everything together. After I pan fried my tortillas just to brown them a little, I put let me just open one up and show you. I put the taco meat, and then I did put some cheese on the other side, and then just made them a sandwich. Now I'm gonna put this in the oven to toast for maybe about, let me see, maybe about 10 minutes. I just toast and watch it until it actually until it looks pretty good. So that is it. All right, guys, just wanted to show you that everything is pretty much done and everything is in its containers. So we've got the salmon with the zucchini and squash and mushroom option. And then we also have the salmon with the broccoli and cauliflower. And then the same here with the tacos. We've got it with the broccoli and cauliflower here, and then with the zucchini and squash and mushrooms. For the tacos, I honestly forgot to buy cilantro. I'm not even a cilantro fan, but my husband likes them, so I forgot to buy them to garnish. So if you would like, you can always put cilantro with some onions and it would look nice. And also some avocados. I didn't buy any avocados this time either, but I have bought some. They are good with avocados or smashed avocado, not guacamole, just like already crushed or smashed avocados are also good. Yep, that is it. That is meal prep for the week, and until next week.